The Tchefuncte River Lighthouse has over a 190-year-old history. The Tchefuncte River is named after a Native American tribe that inhabited the area from 600 BC. In 1811, a small town was established on the banks of the river and was named Madisonville in honor of President James Madison. Over the next century, the town flourished as a resort for the wealthy residents of New Orleans who fled the heat of the city for the cool lake breezes of Madisonville. The visitors were transported from Port Pontchartrain to the lake's northern shores by steam ferry, hence the need for a lighthouse. In 1834, Congress appropriated $5,000 for a lighthouse to guide vessels across the lake to the mouth of the Tchefuncte River. In 1837, a 36-foot-tall brick tower was equipped with a lighting apparatus that consisted of 9 lamps backed by 14-inch reflectors. The tower was badly damaged during the Civil War and was restored in 1867. The new tower was constructed on the original foundation using some of the brick from its predecessor, but rose 10 feet higher than the first lighthouse. The lantern room from the destroyed Cat Island Lighthouse was used to cap the new Tchefuncte River Lighthouse, utilizing its fifth-order Fresnel lens. Storm-tossed waters were continued to be a threat to the exposed station. A gale in 1874 severely damaged the breakwater in front of the station. The breakwater was repaired and served its purpose for a few years until the storm in 1879 swept it away. The breakwater was replaced in 1886 using cypress piles, a foot square, faced with cypress sheet piling. A new fog tower was built in 1887, and the fog bell's characteristic was changed that year from a single blow every 7 seconds to a single blow every 30 seconds. A storm in 1888 washed the station's outside kitchen from its foundation, damaging it beyond repair, and destroyed the woodshed and the outhouses. The plank walk to the landing was also swept away, along with the steps leading to the fog bell tower. A new kitchen, storehouse, and outhouses were built, and 223 feet of plank wall were replaced around the dwelling and tower. In 1903, a black square pyramidal structure was built, supported by piles, and bearing a fixed white lens lantern 34 feet above the water. It was built in 5 feet of water, 545 feet lakeward of the lighthouse. This light served as a front-range light to guide mariners to the mouth of the river. At some point, a single vertical black stripe was painted on the tower to help captains line up their approach to the river. A hurricane struck the station in 1915. Electricity arrived at the lighthouse in 1935. In 1952, the lighthouse keeper's dwelling was sold and moved upstream to the town of Madisonville. Through the years, the house served as a residence for the local doctor, a boatyard office, and a camp. In 2004, John Poole donated the cottage to the town, and it was relocated to the grounds of the Maritime Museum of Louisiana, which is located on what was the site of the Jahncke Shipyard. The town of Madisonville assumed ownership of the lighthouse from the Coast Guard in 1999, and a group of volunteers interested in renovating the lighthouse held its first meeting in 2003 in the Maritime Museum. Hurricanes Katrina and Rita interrupted the original efforts, but restoration plans resumed in 2007, backed by a grant from the Institute of Museum and Library Services and the Southeastern Museum Conference. In 2012, Hurricane Isaias flooded the lighthouse, ripping off the entrance door and destroying the lowest treads of the stairway. A new steel door donated by a local foundry was installed in 2014. It's the story of Louisiana, hurricane after hurricane after hurricane.